older now. I'm still running with my so-called friends. Get up and roll. Get up and roll on. Get up and roll. I'm free as the wind now. That phone keeps ringing, doors knocking too. Swear to God, sometimes I just ain't got no clue. Everybody needs somebody in their life, but you can't win if you don't sacrifice. Yeah, look good. Everybody, roll on. Rolling down the highway. I remember Daddy cruising on his bike, coming on down the dusty road. Said, come on, son, let's go for a ride. We'll go fast as we can go. Get up and go. Ride with the wind.
All right. I don't know what happened. Something going on there on Facebook. But what's going on there? At first we couldn't get on. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dale and Cat Show. Sorry about that. We didn't get that whole video on there, and that was we wanted to dedicate that to a Good Time Charlie. Everybody, we don't know what happened there, but it's just live things going to happen. What you going to do?
It happens, man.
It happens. But hey, guys, remember Good Time Charlie. We lost Charlie Sunday in a motorcycle accident, so our prayers and condolences going out to Good Time Charlie. We had him on our show a couple months ago. What a great guy, man! I tell you what. But again, sorry about that. We didn't get that whole video out there. Something just stopped when we first started. When we came on, it wouldn't go to our group page or our home page for some reason, and kind of gave us a
that's all right. Charlie doesn't mind.
Charlie don't mind, man. He's over there saying, hey, give me a thumbs up, man.
Here's to you, Good Time Charlie.
Here's to you, Good Time Charlie, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Salute.
And that tastes good. Well, hey, guys, welcome to the Dale and Cat Show. I'm Dale Garza. This is my beautiful white cat. How you guys doing? Who's out there? Let us know. Please share while
I saw Erica.
Erica's out there.
Doll.
Hey, and can you guys see the comments? I know we went on last night and then people were having problems seeing comments. So if you can't see the comments, I guess you got to click out, click back in, boom, you can see the comments.
Go out and come right back in. Please come back in.
Come on back in. Share the show. Tell the people, come on and watch us. We're going to be here for an hour. We're going to have a good show. We got a guest tonight.
Yes, we haven't had a special guest.
We haven't had a guest in a long time, so we got a guest.
Hi, Josh.
Her name's Kat also.
It is.
With the K. So it's going to be a good time. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. We are almost ready for the weekend. And looks like things are starting to change a little bit, Kat. Things are starting to open up.
Beaches are open up this
weekend. Come Monday, things are going to open up some restaurants. I believe they got like 25% capacity, whatever. So that's cool, man. Because I'm dying to go to a restaurant, sit down, and have somebody
wait on us
so we can give them a good tip. You know what I mean? Julie Riggs, how you guys doing? Howdy, everyone. Donna Bland, how you doing, Donna Bland? Good to see you out there. Scott, how you guys doing, everybody? Hi, Donna. Paula Bray, how you doing?
Hey, Paula.
Myron says, what a great interview with Charlie. Hell, man. Oh, man, we had a good time. Good time, Charlie.
Right.
Had a good time on the show, man. Just a great guy. When I was talking to him, it was just like man, we were like buddies from a long ways. He was that easy to talk to.
There's no way he's ever met a stranger.
What a great loss to the motorcycle. And man, his movie, the second movie, Rough Boys, had about 2 weeks. They were getting ready to do some more editing, and it was getting ready to be released. So I know they're still probably working on that and getting that ready for you guys. And
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. We were going to go try to be in that movie.
Yes.
Remember? We were going. Where was that? In Georgia?
Yeah, I think
they were doing a race scene or something there in Georgia, and we were going to take a trip over there, and we didn't make it.
Well, the virus happened.
Is that what happened? Something was going on where we didn't end up going. What's going on out there? There's a Rod, the cigar man,
hey,
cigar
Rod,
guy. What's going on, brother? Good to see you out there. Donna Bland saying hi, Myron Page, and hi, Donna Bland. So what's going on, everybody? Please share this. Hold on,
yes,
let me put some banners out there. Share the show.
Do us a favor too. Go to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And we need to get at least 100.
Look at there.
So that we can do some special stuff.
We can put that right there so it can remind everybody.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram. Kathy takes care of Instagram. And subscribe to YouTube. I think we got like 28 people on YouTube. So we need more people on there to subscribe to that. So go check it out. Hey, we got a few people on here. Don't forget, let's see what we got going on. Losing track of where I'm at. What's up?
Are you streaming from YouTube too?
Yeah, we're on YouTube also right now. So if you guys, you can check it out. You can click on it and go on your big screen, watch this on TV. Now you want to look at her when you're on the big screen. Just look at her. Don't look my way. Just look over that way.
Just from afar, though. If you get too close, you see the roadmap.
Exactly. So Paula says she shared. Well, thanks for sharing, everybody, and go check out our YouTube and check it out and get on there also. Andrew, hello, what's going on, brother? Man, we're supposed to have him call too. So maybe we get time. If you hang in there with Andrew, give us a call after a bit. We got a guest coming on. It was a surprise guest, and it's going to be pretty fun. So, hey, earlier this week, I put on here, what do you guys want to do when they open up the gates, the world?
What's the first thing you're going to do?
So we got all kinds of people. I had all kinds of people. Somebody said, Dan Myers said, wants to hug my mom. And Kathy Woodward said, ride my motorcycle to a restaurant and someone serve and wait on me and please take the dishes away.
Exactly. You're probably tired of having me cook too.
Yeah.
I'm no Betty Crocker.
No, we actually ordered out today.
Tonight, yes, we did.
Small mom and pops. We went to Cafe Verona, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good pizza.
Yeah, they have really good pizza.
Got wings for tomorrow.
How were the wings?
They were good. Ian Tuck says, go for a blast on the bike. That's a good thing. Dennis says he wants a whiskey. Leanne Hall says, I want to go see my grandbabies. Lorianne Early says, date night with my sugar britches, nice dinner, and go see a local band. All kinds of people want to do stuff. Dave Walton says, stay home for a week and let the rest of y'all bust butt for change.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Southern Deli. Hillary May says, go to the beach and the bar. Well, I think you can go to the beaches, but the bars are still going to be closed, is what we're hearing.
Yeah, and the restaurants
come Monday
25%.
So yeah, hey, we got some birthdays coming up. Let's get this. Don says, hug my mama and daddy. Aww. Ain't that special? Let's go ahead and do
I haven't given Daddy any hugs because I'm afraid I'll give him
cooties or something. Oh, did you guys see this, man? I got this from Erica. Check this out, guys.
Oh, that's funny.
It's one of her.
This is our Thursday night Erica meme.
Yeah, Erica's her memes says fired on the first day just because he accidentally put his pants on backwards.
Poor Winnie the Pooh.
Man, Winnie Pooh. What you doing
Who's
out there?
Bad.
Oh boy! Hey, so we do have a good guest coming on tonight. Cat Bombay. That sounds like a stage name to me. Now we're going to talk to her, see what I don't have a whole lot of history, but we're going to ask some questions. But
we're going to get her history.
Yeah, Cat Bombay. That sound like a
on the main stage.
On the main stage, we got Cat Bombay,
an aerial artist, / pole dancer.
An aerial. They call them aerial artists now because it's like it's a sport.
It is. In fact, and we'll talk a little bit more about this. In fact, They are talking about making an Olympic sport.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, it is not easy to do that stuff.
It takes a lot of strength to do that too, don't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, let me put this one up.
And a lot
here.
of bruises.
Speaking of clubs and poles and stuff, look at that, man. Strippers returning to the stage after coronavirus layoff. We better get back to work, man. Don't nobody get offended out there.
No emails, no hate mail.
No dancers out there going to be.
Don't get butt hurt. Get it?
Yeah, we kind of liked partial to the gentleman's club. I worked at a few myself, and make sure I play the proper music. Them girls, if they
baby needs new shoes.
Yeah, if them girls don't tip you very good, especially the DJ, if they girls don't tip you very good, or at the end of the night, and the next day I'm gonna give them K Sarah. How you like me now?
Play Stranglehold.
Stranglehold. There you go. How you like that? Play Stranglehold.
18-minute song.
Justin Baker says, Cat Bombay.
Hi,
Donna,
Justin.
Good one, Erica. Helen House, how you doing? Miss you guys, man. We can't wait to see you guys too, Helen House. It's been a while. We want to get up there and see some live music.
We do.
Ooh. How did you get my picture? that wasn't what?
Julie, that wasn't you.
Is it? That's not you, is it? Where'd you dance at? I know there's one bar over there in Indianapolis.
Only one.
Remember that one bar we went to in Indianapolis? We had
Dick's Harem House.
No. I had our my bachelor party. What was the name of that place? Remember?
I'm trying to think.
And all you girls came there and pulled us out of the bachelor party. We was at.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
Well, it wasn't the kitten. No, it wasn't the kitten club. It was more like the litter box. But so it was. There's like she was like 80 years old. The waitress. She was like 80 years old.
And she danced.
And she used to dance. So did she dance? Holy smokes!
Multi-talented.
I'm glad she was just waitressing that night. So
she probably would dance for you. Yeah.
Dude, I was eating when you popped that pickup.
Oh, sorry, Myron.
He's up chugging right now. Poe, look like I need a beam, not a big old eye beam. Send all your hate mail to Myron, Page, and Rod. The Brass Flamingo. No, it wasn't the Brass Flamingo. It was all off of 52 there. Man, what the hell was that place called?
I don't know.
But yeah, they had
I don't know. Cindy on here, she'll know what it's called.
They had some special girls working at that one. Man.
There were some pretty girls, though.
Yeah, there was.
Some pretty girls.
Hey, Sean Myers said that's a whole lot of women. What's she been on?
Tell him though what we did. Tell him where we took after that.
Yeah, so y'all pull us away and take us to a. You tell me where you took us to.
I don't know the name.
You took us to. I know you took us to some. You took us all to a lesbian bar or whatever, and.
It was a gay bar.
Yeah, it was, and my brother was there, and he's like, "Man, they all want me."
Oh God!
I said, "Steve, just because they're that way, I don't think they want you."
He thinks everybody wants them.
I'd much probably rather stayed at the strip bar, but
we had a good time. It
yeah,
didn't matter.
Whatever. As long as I didn't have to drive.
Yeah, we didn't drive that night.
Anyway, hey, we got some birthdays. We need to get some of these birthdays out of here, Kat, and
yes,
let's get this party going before we get a Cat Bombay. What's going on here, man? I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties going on today. What is up with that? All right, hey, we got some birthdays today, Kat.
We sure do. You want me to roll it off there?
Go roll them on.
All right.
Roll on one.
Tammy Hammond Benefel, happy birthday. Renee Rush, happy birthday to you. And David, how do you say his last name?
Fonseca,
happy birthday, David. Larry S. Fox, happy birthday. Anthony Bowling, happy birthday to you. And happily heavenly birthday, Joe Brady.
Happy birthday to Joe Brady, but been 32 years old. Man, what great. Bless his heart. God bless you.
Absolutely.
Joe Brady, happy heavenly birthday, 32 years old. Bless her. Hope she's doing good today.
I don't see her on here tonight.
Well, people are busy. It catches on the replay or whatever, you know what I mean? So, okay, Let me get that off of here. So, Anyways, guys, that's all the birthdays we got. Let's see who's on out there. What's going on? Sean says that's a whole lot of woman and the red garter. No, I don't think it was the red. It was over there
Is
on
that on 52?
On 52 there, Myron. You probably know, right? You was on right there over there on Brookville Road there. What the hell was that place called? Man, shit. No, was it the Red Garter? No, it wasn't the Red Garter. No, it wasn't any of the ones on Pendleton Pike. No. Which one was over Dick's Harem House and what was the other one over there?
I don't know.
On Pendleton Pike. There's Mari. How you doing, Mari? Good to see you out Mari. There. Man, I shouldn't have put that one picture up there. I lost about 7 or 8 viewers. I guess. So what's going on, everybody? It is Thursday. We're just kind of here hanging out. I'm having a beer. Kat's having a little bit of wine. Guys, get out there, share our show. We're only going to be on here until about 9 o'clock. We got a guest coming on. I wish we could have played that whole video. I'm kind of upset about that.
You want to try it again?
No, then I have to get out of here and do all kinds of funky stuff and everything.
Sorry.
Hey, but I heard Scooter Haven, we can go camping out over there still. So
yep.
We may do that next week, I believe.
BYOB.
Yeah, next week is, what is next week? Is it Mother's Day next week?
Next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, I think.
Oh, okay. So,
I think.
Guys, don't forget to go out there and support your local mom and pop establishment. I know that, some of these places are opened up like 25% capacity or whatever, but they still need your help. Get on out there and help them out and stuff. So, what's everybody else doing out there? Give me some comments out there. Let me know what you guys are doing. It's awful quiet out there. Sherry Grider says, "Hey guys, hope you're all doing good." Yeah, we're hanging in
Sherry.
there. No, Brass Flamingo. No, it's not the Brass Flamingo. I can't think where it's at. So
I don't know if Lil Hippie was on here. She would know which one it was.
Little Hippie
was with us that night.
Yeah, I don't know what.
There was a whole bunch of us girls. Because we had my bachelorette party that night.
Yeah, you guys had the bachelorette party.
The same night.
We were over at the strip club and you guys ransacked it.
Poor baby.
Yeah, took us to the lesbian bar.
Stop saying that.
That's what it was.
Well,
nothing against no send me no hate mail now or anything like that.
It was fun. We had a good time.
It was fun. Whatever we did, we had fun. I wasn't driving.
Me neither.
So what's going on, Kat? What's new?
It's Friday Eve.
Friday Eve?
Yes.
All right.
And I think I'm going to do some painting this weekend.
Good deal.
Get that painting done up in the bathroom there.
Yeah, we got to do that too. So what's Rod saying out there? Andrew says, "Have a drink for me, Dale and Kat." Right on. We got a drink for you. Hey, look, I see Kat Bombay down there in the green room. Oh, she disappeared.
Where'd you go, Kat?
Come back to the light. I was going to bring her on up. Please keep your frontline workers in your thoughts. That's right.
Absolutely.
Tom Axon, what's going on? Says, "Hey y'all, hey everybody, please, if you're out there, please share this and tell your friends that come and join us. Make sure too
that you follow us. That way you'll receive your notifications before we go online or any other events that might be coming.
Follow us on the Instagram, subscribe to YouTube, all that good stuff. And hey, we do have Kat Bombay. She's down there in the green room, and I know she's hanging out. I said, man, just come on about 20 after. But we're going to bring her up after we play this little video we got, guys. So tell your friends, come and join us. We're going to have some questions for Kat Bombay. Don't that sound like, I tell you, that sounds like a famous name. She's famous, ain't she?
Well, yes.
We're gonna find out the whole story in Kat Bombay and have a good time tonight,
guys. She's gonna tell us all about it.
All right. So let's check this out, guys.
You can't blame me. I gave my soul, and all that's left was swallowed. Everything went south. You can't blame me, I gave my soul, and all that's left was swallowed.
All right, that's Cat Bomb. Let me get that. That's Cat Bombay, and we're going to bring her right. That's good stuff, huh? I don't think I could do that. Can you do that? Oh, never mind. Hey guys, let's bring Cat on up here and let's do it. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's guys. Cat, how you doing?
Hi, sweetheart.
All right. Hey, welcome to the Dale and Cat Show. Boy, we got a lot of questions to ask you. I think a lot of people out there want to ask you a lot of questions. Cat Bombay, is that your real name?
No, it's actually a stage name I've used.
Oh, right. So how did you get into what do you call aerial artist?
I'm a pole dancer and an aerial artist. I do both pole, but I also do lyra, which is a big hoop that you may see in circuses, and I do silks, which is the 2 big ribbons, and I also do aerial hammock, which is 1 ribbon. So
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What is that made out of? The ribbon? Is it silk?
I'm not sure what kind of fabric they use specifically.
It's got to be
on that.
Long stuff, though.
It's very long. They have different feet of it. I have some right now that's 16 feet, I think, of fabric.
Oh my word!
Wow.
How do you hang that?
The one I have right now, I am planning to do what's called pole silks, which is combining pole and aerial silks. The pole I'm getting ready to have here soon. I've been waiting patiently for it to get in the mail. It actually has a built-in top piece where you can rig the silks from. So I'm very excited.
Now, when you and I spoke earlier on the phone, not today, when we spoke the other day, you had mentioned that the pole that you're waiting for is actually taller, correct?
Yes. The pole I have in most of those videos you saw is my home pole, and it's only 7 feet. And the pole I will be getting is going to be 10 feet, I do believe. So it's a lot taller. I can do a lot more on it compared to my home pole.
Cool.
Well, when you do the competitions, how tall are the poles? Are they all like a competition size? Or is it like one size fits all, or are they different sizes depending upon where you're doing the competition?
It depends on the competition, actually. There are some, I believe, the regular competitions, it's between, I think, 10 to 14 feet. I could be wrong on that. But then they also have a pole competition called a gravity pole, and it goes much, much taller, and it's basically about climbing to the very top, doing tricks all the way down.
Oh my gosh!
And it's amazing watching that one, especially pole drops are just amazing to see on that one because you don't have like a little bit of pole; it's like a whole bunch that are falling down, so it's really more of a shock factor.
Oh my gosh! And you've been on those poles too, I'm sure, right?
I haven't been to the gravity pole one, but that one would be a lot of fun. It's definitely on my bucket list. But I have watched many of the competitions. So.
Wow. Now, when you practice, do you just practice at home, or do you have some place where you go to practice?
I have home, and then I also go to a studio. I've been to 2 studios. I mostly go to is one called Dance Rebellion and Fitness, and it's in Morgantown, where I live in West Virginia. And the other one is Vertical Vixens, and it is in Clarksburg, West Virginia.
I love that name, Vertical Vixens. And speaking of which, I want to touch a little bit on the stereotype.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? I've seen some of your posts, about stereotypes and so forth, and I don't want to necessarily speak for you. So why don't you tell our audience about the stereotype of being a pole dancer?
So there is a lot of stigma with pole. There is a huge association to stripping because that is a big part of pole's history. But pole dancing isn't just stripping. That is a part of pole dancing, but it is not the only thing. Not every pole dancer is a stripper, nor is every stripper a pole dancer.
Exactly.
How did you get involved with it? Did you work in the industry before, or was it just something you decided you wanted to
That was
do?
a classy way to ask that.
It's okay.
He said he was going to ask you, and I'm like, I don't know. Because I'm proud of you.
Well, I actually started to get into pole when I was in high school.
Mhm.
I was looking for something to do that was not the normal. I did track and field in high school, and I also did weightlifting. And I really liked more obscure things like rock climbing and just out of the ordinary things. I was trying to find a kendo class, which is Japanese sword fighting. And I could not find one besides Pittsburgh, which was 2 hours away. And so I was like, that's way too far. So I decided I took a belly dancing class the previous summer, and I really enjoyed that. So I decided to look for a belly dancing class. But again, the only thing I could find was 2 hours away. And I decided, I'll just watch some YouTube videos and dream about it because I can't find a class. So I started watching some belly dancing videos, and in the recommendations, there was a video of Janine Butterfly at a pole art competition in 2011, her dog days. And I clicked it out of curiosity and immediately fell in love with it. As soon as I saw her do her airwalking, I was sold. I said, I have to do this. I need to start this. I want to be able to do what she can do. This is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because the reason I asked, because, okay, I mean, our show, we kind of cater to, the biker guys. And, so, a lot of guys, man, they go to the strip clubs and stuff. So what's your opinion, on the dancers in the clubs, because I personally, I've worked in the industry myself. Kat's work in the industry also.
Yeah.
So we know firsthand what goes on and what's not supposed to go on. But if you haven't been in the industry, and I know I'm trying to tie in the pole dancing, and because to me, I always looked at pole dancing as an art. That's a lot of people go up there, and I'm saying, that we're talking about the stereotype, so you get a lot of people just kind of stereotype all the strippers or whatever. But to me, dancing is an art.
Dancing in general.
Dancing in general, even with the pole. So what are your feelings on like working in the industry? I mean, was that ever something you ever thought about?
I have really nothing against those that work in the industry. For me, I actually have a lot of friends that are strippers, and I've actually even taught some strippers how to do some things on the pole. I've gone to many strip clubs. I do say, like, some girls that are new, they worry me if I see them doing a trick or climbing and they're climbing not right with their feet or something, and I'm just like, oh my God, don't fall, please don't fall. And I'll
We've all seen those videos.
Keep your feet pointed. Keep your feet pointed, right?
Well, I'm not bad about it with the strippers if they're not pointing their toes, just because that's really not the focus of their routines. And so they're wearing heels. Heels often really hide that if you're not pointing your toes. So I'm like, I'm not worried about that for them, but I'm more worried about like their grip and like how well they're holding on to the pole, because I don't want them to slip and fall.
Of course.
But I feel like there's a lot of, they don't get the respect they deserve for all the work they do, because even if they don't do a lot on the pole, because many of them aren't pole dancers, many of them do more floor work kind of things rather than actually on the pole. But I think they should still get more respect, because they're in their heels like all night long, having to talk to customers, even if they're not in a great mood, and dealing with guys that are, trying to be grabby or, disrespectful. And, they have so much physically and emotionally that they have to deal with, that they just deserve more respect than what they get.
Absolutely. Amen.
Yeah, Myron Page here. We got some people who are pretty funny in there saying, stay off the pole, Dale. Leave it to the professionals. And I will. I'm going to leave it to the professionals out there.
We do have male pole dancers, and
Well,
we
yeah.
have people of all ages that pole. We have people all the way to, I think one of our oldest is 88 right now,
Holy
I think.
smoke.
So, yeah.
I saw a couple of your videos, and I was looking on there, and there was one. I think she was almost 70, and she looked phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know,
Great shape.
and like a lot of these men or women are
Yeah.
on the pole. Some of them don't have, like you say, don't have any background or anything
No.
in the industry or whatever. It's just it was something they were intrigued about, you know, and went for it. Are you doing you do competition?
Yes, I do. I have placed in a level 2 category dramatic, second place in Liberty Pole, which is held in Philadelphia. I was going to do it again this year. However, thanks to the world situation right now, I decided it would probably be better just not to, because I don't feel I'll have the time to train for it like I did last year. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Well, there's next year. Do you have any other competitions that are coming up that perhaps maybe you can enter those?
Not this year. There is a chance if I wanted to compete in Atlantic Pole. And It's held in Washington, D.C. And it was supposed to be earlier this year, but they moved it, and it's now going to be held in August.
Okay.
However, it's a very large competition, and that's actually why they opened the Liberty Pole competition, because the other one was so overcrowded. But yeah,
So do you so you were earlier you saying you taught some girls how to do some stuff. So are you doing instructor? Are you an instructor or
I am not an instructor yet. I do have it on my bucket list to do, and I was planning to get that possibly this year. However, again, because of the situations of COVID, it doesn't look like I will be able to this year, but hopefully in the next coming years, I will be able to get my level 1 and 2 certification. So that's beginner and intermediate. No,
Cool.
I don't feel I'm good enough yet to teach the advanced girls, even though I do advanced pole.
So Kat, now if there's somebody out there and somebody watching on the replay and they may be interested in, you know, especially, you know, we don't know what, you know, like I say, but the world's changed so much. When are we going to get out? This is great exercise.
Yes.
You know, it definitely. Now, what would you give? What kind of advice would you give somebody out there now, if, you know, to get into aerial artist or being a pole dancer?
Well, first off, if you're going to go with getting a home pole to do this right now, since most places are still closed, I would highly recommend getting a quality pole over something that's cheap, like on Amazon, because a lot of those have plastic parts in them and aren't reliable. And there are a lot of the pole fail videos are either ones breaking or improperly set up. So I would recommend X Pole brand or Loop It pole. Next would be Little Minx is probably your next best pole brand. And there's a lot of places right now that are doing online classes. So I would definitely invest in that, especially there's many that are doing free classes even that are donation based.
So if anyone wanted to friend you on Facebook, I'm sure you wouldn't mind, right?
Nah.
And they could ask you these questions. Maybe, you know, if someone didn't hear what the name of these brands are or whatever, they could certainly, you know, send you a private message and you could answer questions and so forth and help them with that, right?
Most definitely. I would love to.
Good.
So they can catch her on Instagram, or
Absolutely, Instagram.
So we can put your information on here, and we'll put it on there for people to follow you, right? So
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
that's what you want, followers. So do you have a certain page just for Kim Bombay aerial artist, or?
Yeah, that's fine. That's I do performing arts. I obviously, because I'm a pole artist and aerial artist. I do gigs. I perform every now and then at special events. The last pole gig I did was at a women's expo, and then I did a Lyra gig not too long ago at a very large church event. So.
At a church event?
Yep, it was a church event.
Really?
That was with Lyra, not poles. So.
That was with what?
Lyra. It's a big aerial hoop.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's still so neat, though.
Well, dance is popular in church. Well, because I used to go to a charismatic church, and they would, they practice, dance, and they used to have the banners and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
A lot of them are bringing in aerial artists and doing like silks and stuff lately. I've seen, like, you can see on Instagram, there's been some, and there's been some controversy over that too. Some people weren't too like thrilled on even that. So
David danced. He danced naked. That's biblical.
Yes, he did.
So where do you see yourself going now? I mean, I see that you're, because Kat's here, and your cat, you're a cat fan.
Yeah. Yes.
Because
She has cats just like ours.
Yeah, and are they? She got one with
Actually,
her.
I have one right behind me.
Oh,
That
my
looks,
word.
that looks
He
like our
looks just
Simba.
like Simba.
And you got a black
He was
cat also.
sleepy.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the black one is the male, and that was Hope, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's
Wow.
Hope.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have a pole for your cat that has like carpet on, so they can try to climb up and scratch and dance on it?
No, but this one actually, Hope, she has been on the pole with me once, and I think that we may do something with that later. I actually used to have a rabbit. He sadly passed away this year, though. That I had planned once I got my outdoor pole. I was going to teach him to jump through a hoop and do a little routine with him on that, because he was a very unique rabbit. He was very bold. And he actually like knew some tricks already. Like, he knew how to stand up and would take treats for me, and he knew to come when he was called, and he was a very intelligent rabbit.
Wow.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So are you? One of you guys are kind of like, she's like Ellie Mae. Every time there's an animal somewhere, and we go out, she has to stop and pet it or whatever. Are you like that too?
Oh, I am. I'm a very big animal advocate. One of the things, once I start getting bigger and more doing more gigs and stuff, I'd actually like to open my own like fundraiser to help animals, especially cats that are strays that need neutered and taken care of. This one that I'm holding right now, she actually was a rescue. Somebody had dumped her.
Oh,
And so I nursed her back to health. She was so tiny when I brought her home that literally our house was 70 degrees, and she was so skinny, she was shivering, and she had to have a heat lamp and be wrapped in a blanket all night long to make it. So
Well, that's the way Simba was too when we brought him home.
yeah, ours just looked just like that cat.
I know.
She brought. I've never had cats in my life. I always had big dogs. Now I got a little Chihuahua, and I used to have German Shepherds or Rottweilers. Now I got a little Chihuahua and 3 cats. I never had a cat in my life growing up, and I never. I was like, I don't know, you're probably too young, but Hank Williams said I'm against cats in the house. I never was a cat person, and she brought this cat, looks like yours, home, and that was it. I mean, I fell in love with the thing. I mean, I got all the scars to prove it.
my husband's kind of the same way. He doesn't really care for the cats, but this one he's kind of warmed up to more than the other one, and he'll every now and then pet him, and they sneak up when he's sleeping and curl up next to him.
Yeah, I never did care for them either, and now I'm hooked on cats now. Just like, I mean, I love them. I mean, I think they're cool.
Very independent.
Yeah,
They are.
With a lot
I
of.
have 2 dogs as well, so I know how it is with dogs as well.
Yeah.
You don't have a little Chihuahua, do you?
No, I have a Corky German Shepherd mix, and I have a Blue Tick and Great Pyrenees mix.
Wow.
Oh wow! So the Corky Shepherd mix, is it a really short Shepherd?
Yes.
Oh, how cute is that?
Looks like a miniature shepherd.
got a couple. Becky Cook says here, now at my age, I only get close to the pole in my bathtub.
Oh,
Well, we got some funnies out there, and Myron says both you cats rock. What's that?
Scott.
Scott says, how did you come up with your name?
Well, Cat was a nickname of mine, and I decided to do a play on words. Bombay is actually a cat breed.
Oh,
And so I thought, that also sounds really great for a name together, Cat Bombay. So I went with that.
That's cool. Karen Carter's asking, Cat Bombay, do you ever go to juggler conventions?
Can't say I have.
I don't know. That'd be kind of hard to do
juggling
and being on poles.
I don't know.
Donna saying you're very pretty, and I may need to dump myself. Someone can take me. I don't know what he's talking about. It's Rod the cigar guy. What are you talking about there, Rod? I need to get another kitty. I lost mine, 22-year-old cat. Yeah, she lost hers back in January.
Yeah.
22 years old. I didn't know cats live that long.
Some cats live quite a while.
They sure do. Mom's Trinket lived till she was about 23.
Wow.
So Kat, hopefully pretty soon we can get things back to normal in life and get some kind of normalcy. What are you hoping to see for your future in the competitions?
Well, I will probably be jumping to level 4 category next year.
Now, what is that?
What was that?
What is the level 4? So there's level 1, 2, 3, 4. So
they have
different levels are.
Level 1 is for people that can't invert yet. Level 2, you can invert from the floor, I do believe, but no aerial inverts. And then level 3, you can do aerial inverts, but you can't do anything like a handspring Aisha, which I don't really have a visual I can show you right now of what that is. Actually, wait, I don't know. Actually, that might be too bright. If you can see, I don't know if you can see that picture. This image that this girl is doing is a handspring Aisha. I don't know if you can see that.
She's upside down in a split.
Yeah, kind of. And so level 3, you can't do those. Level 4, you can, as long as you can execute it between 1-2 entries. There's a few different ways you can get into that move and a few different grips. So then level 5 is anything goes pretty much. And then you have pro. And pro is when you're actually competing for the bigger prizes and titles. And so I'm hoping to be there soon. Level 4 is what I'll probably compete in next year. I could have competed in level 3 last year when I competed. However, I had some different setbacks with some injuries and stuff. And so I was kind of concerned about having things clean for the competition. So I decided just to do level 2. So I'll probably be jumping a category for next year.
What happened? You said you had some injuries. What happened?
They were actually gym related injuries.
Okay.
So I work out at the gym as well, and I had a problem with my shoulder, and it actually was a mix between like the gym and dating back to I had a lot of problems with my pregnancy, and it caused a lot of issues with my body that I never quite fully recovered from, and just later trickling effect of issues.
Sean's got a question here. It says, Kat, do you do any burlesque in your acts?
Not really. I was at one point, I did join a burlesque show, and we couldn't fit our schedules together. So I ended up dipping out of that rather quickly before anything really I got to do any performances with them. But I do have a few friends that do pole that are in burlesque, and they do chair and lyra and pole in their shows. So
okay. Now Rod's saying, are you a sideshow fan?
What's that mean?
I don't know. I think Rod does like what do they call it? He does that horror stuff.
Okay.
Karen says, my son is a juggler, and they go to conventions where they juggle, hula hoop, and do aerial arts. Perform at college.
I've seen those.
Yeah, I've seen those also too. And Scott has a question. Do they have synchronized pole dancing? Well, that'd be cool.
Yes, actually. There is I wish I could think of their name right now, but there is a group, I believe they're from France, that has done, they were on a talent show actually not too long ago. It was very recent, I feel, in the last month. or so.
Yeah. Britain's Got
And they did a whole synchronized routine. It was very impressive. There were multiple people on a pole, and it was just very impressive.
Wow.
So that's awesome. And
I want to ask you something. You mentioned your husband. How does your husband, obviously you were doing this before you met him, correct?
Yes.
And how does he feel about you doing this? I'm sure he's encouraging, but how does he feel when you do, say, the gigs and so forth?
He's very encouraging. He always just like makes sure I'm okay, and
Of course.
says, what time will you be back and stuff, because sometimes I travel a little bit. I don't usually travel very far. Like the Lyra one I did was maybe like a 2-hour drive or so, maybe not quite that long, but roughly. And so he just checks in on me. He's very supportive. He went with me to my competition, and I told him I have some various video projects to post on my page, actually, for whenever I get my new pole. And one of them, I need a human prop. And I told him, I was like, can I drag you into this? But he's not a dancer, but I'm going to show him some dance moves for it.
Oh,
we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
So.
Well, you know what? I think a husband would be more comfortable because she's doing like competition and stuff like that, and she's not going to the club.
Well,
I think so.
But I still wanted to know what her husband felt, and, make sure that he encourages her.
Yeah. You'd actually be surprised at a lot of girls that work in clubs. A lot of them are actually married and in relationships.
Yeah.
In fact, though, they don't tell the customers that usually.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, we used to work in the industry. We know. But hey, Kat, I tell you what, it's been great having you on. We're looking forward to seeing some more of your videos. Keep posting some of them videos, and
we would love to have you back on. Would you come back on our show sometime?
Yeah, most definitely.
Maybe after all this is over with and you have your new poll, maybe we can get some new videos and those. I would absolutely love to have you. And I'm sure our fans too, our family would love to have you on here too again.
I would love to. I'm definitely, my new projects are going to be very moving and emotional and empowering ones. So they'll be, stay tuned to see that. That'll be exciting when I have them all put up.
Good.
Great. Well, Kat, hey, thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate you taking the time out and coming on, and we're looking forward to see what you're doing, and good luck in everything you're doing.
Thanks for having me.
All right. God bless. We'll see you.
Bye, sweetheart.
We'll see you.
Take care.
Well, that's just,
isn't she neat?
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. You know what I like to do? Just because
open up a bar.
Yeah, open up. But with having Kat on here, right? You know what I like to do now? Now we got her perspective because she does it like in competition. The next time I'm going to get a guest on here that works, that works in the industry and get their view, because they're like I said, you talk about stereotyping and stuff. There's different views. Just like you said, okay, well, how did the husband feel about you going out? Well, ask the guy that has going to the club and got the guys throwing the money and stuff, because I know a lot of women that work in the industry, it's a job, it's just like a job, it's entertainment. It's a form of entertainment for, for especially women, and a lot of women go to the strip clubs too, and go hang out. Well, we go hang out together before, but they hang out together, but
it's a fun time.
If you just for the women out there, say that you're the guys at the strip bar, you have nothing.
Absolutely
nothing to worry about a bit. I'll tell you now, the male stripper,
unless he spends too much money.
Yeah, now the male stripper stuff is totally different. But when you go to a club, a gentleman's club or whatever, you can't touch the girls. The guy, you can't. You better not get caught or whatever, because it's not gonna be good. So women,
not gonna be a good outcome.
Don't worry about it. It's not like a lot of people think it is, So
those girls aren't thinking about your man.
No,
they're thinking about dollar. When is this song gonna end?
Yeah,
and their grocery list.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, maybe one day
a friend of mine told me.
Maybe one day we.
That's the only reason why.
Maybe one day we can find a girl that worked in the industry and tell some stories. Annie?
I might just know a couple.
Okay, well, we'll have to do that, Kat. Cat. Thanks, Cat. Have a great night. Sean says, thanks. Karen says, nice to meet you, Cat. And Myron says, so Dale, you mean you want an exotic dancer on the show? I got one right now. She's retired, but I was married to 2 strippers, so it was all right.
Who was the other one?
Angie.
Oh, Angie, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh.
Bless her heart. God rest her soul.
Yeah, so damn strippers. Yeah, some always say, don't ever marry a stripper. I'll tell you what.
What's wrong?
Nothing wrong with marrying a stripper.
Why did they say that?
I don't know. That's why I married him. I didn't listen to nobody. Anyways, guys, hope everybody's having a great it's almost top of the hour. So
Is it really already?
again, we want to thank Kat for joining us. Kat Bombay. I knew that was the hell was be a good stage name.
I love that
It is a
name.
good stage name. Mike Sykes, how you doing?
Hi,
Sean
Mike.
Sean says business. It is business. You know, when you're out there and you're in that industry, it's you know, I DJ'd at them at the clubs. I worked at the doors and stuff, you know.
It's rough business.
It's a tough business, you know. A good friend of mine, Joe Merriman, he knows he managed a lot of the clubs there in Indianapolis and stuff. And so if you catch us on
We got to
replay,
get him on here to tell us
why
some
should I tell you?
stories.
We'll get Joe on here and have him tell some stories, you know, because he knows the whole insides and outs too, because he manages, you know, and being when I was DJing, it's, you know, it's a rough job, man, you know, especially DJing. Like I say, yeah,
you got to chase them for your money.
because the DJs, they don't pay the DJs at all.
Yeah, it's strictly tips.
It's strictly you get paid on tips, you know, from the girls, and then the girls, if you got 12 girls working, you get tipped out, and 3 or 4 of them kind of slowly slip out.
You know something though, it depends too on the club.
Yeah.
You know, the clubs I worked in, that didn't happen.
Yeah, and it shouldn't happen, you know.
If they did, they were reprimanded for that.
Rod says, been so long since I've been in a strip club. Aerial arts are awesome. And this show is awesome. My first view was Sean. Well, thanks for joining us, man,
Sean,
brother.
thank
Just
you so much.
We come on here and just we talk about whatever, you know. It's not all about
never know.
Never know. It's not all about
motorcycles.
motorcycles. Not it's music.
Definitely not
about
about
a little bit
us.
about everything. There's Melissa Reescamp.
Hi, Melissa.
Happy birthday
Nice
to
to see you
Joe
again,
Brady.
sweetie.
Good to see you out there. We give him a big old happy birthday.
We did.
Rosie says, "Hey, there's Rosie."
Hi, Rosie.
I was going stupid question. Who's Cat? Who's Dell? Can't wait to be on your show. We're gonna have him on our show pretty soon too.
Good.
Rosie will be on here. He was over there on Mari's show, Raven Connection, on Tuesday nights. Check her out at 8:00. Rod says, "Why is there such a negative? It's work. There ain't no negative, man. I support the working moms, man. Get out there and support the girls, because some of them need to get back to work. I'm telling you, they need to get back out there. They got to get back out to work. It's been a rough, rough quarantine, Sean says some clubs are super tough. Also, throughout lots of bad apples. Yeah.
Yep. True story.
True story, man. Bedtime for me. Thanks for another good show. Love you down, Cat. Hope everyone has a great
Donna.
Good night, Donna. Love you, and don't work too hard tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rod says fulfill a need. There's not. We watched the show. What was it with Jennifer Lopez? We never did finish it. What was it
Hustlers.
called? Hustlers. That was pretty cool.
It's based on a true story.
Yeah. So,
and I didn't know that until I started watching it,
Really?
actually. But everything that happened, not everything that happened in it, but a lot of what happened in it is pretty true.
Wow.
The way things go.
All right.
Anyway.
So next time, what we're going to do when we got, I see Kat still in the green. Next time we have Kat on, we're going to bring her on and also bring somebody on that's in the industry and get the two views. I think that'd be great.
Show.
I think it'd be a good show.
Be interesting.
Be interesting to get the two views, and plus you can get your
give my 2 cents.
Give your views also. You know just as well as anybody. You can tell a lot of stories. You met
Well,
a lot.
some I wouldn't want to tell.
Yeah, some you don't want to tell. Because Dad might be listening. Something. She bartended. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Heather says, love you, Bo. We love you
Love you
too,
too,
Heather.
Heather.
Oh, Showtime on Showtime right now. Yeah, we were watching on Showtime. Find a reason, be huge. That's right. So, hey guys, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Thanks for joining us every Thursday night. We've been here for the last 3 years, just coming on and trying to have a good time with everybody. So we appreciate everybody that comes on here and supports us. We love everybody. You know, I don't want to call anybody. We don't have fans. You know, if you come on here, you're family. You know, your family.
Call them fam, not fam.
Fams. You're
FAM. Fam.
Your family to us, you know, and friends. So we love you all. Don't forget to join us this Sunday on Silent Talk Radio. We got the Preacher Man out there. We're going to have Jesse Kramer. He was on a show called The Four, I believe. I think it's called. So he'll be on the show this Sunday night at 8 p.m. So go check us out on the Silent Talk Radio. Also, make sure you guys, if you haven't liked our page, go like our page. Go to YouTube. Subscribe on that. You guys can catch us. Go to Instagram. Kathy's working hard putting stuff on Instagram. So, you know, we come on here because we enjoy coming on here. We're only here for an hour, and we just like hanging out with everybody and having a good time. We're looking forward to hopefully get to Scooter Haven next weekend. I talked to Bradley. I said, hey, can we get a cabin? He says, you sure can. We miss you guys. Come on out. So,
you know what he needs out there?
What
a stripper
pole. I'm telling you, that was the first thing I said when we went over there. I looked around. I said, this is the biker's haven, you know. This is a Scooter Haven. I'm looking around. I said,
and no stripper.
I said, where's the stripper pole at? That's the first thing I said. You know?
Maybe his insurance won't let him.
Huh?
Maybe the insurance. Won't let him.
That could be. You know, there might be a liability, you know, or whatever. Put a sign on there to slide at your own risk, I guess. Heather says your hair looked great. You should see mine, Heather. That's why I got her.
Gary's not on here. Gary last week asked me why I had that brown patch on my head.
That's Gary.
I know, right?
I think he's in bed already. Have a good night, Karen Grady. We love you. I talked to her again. See, we just talk, man. That's what she's old school, man. We've known each other since we were chittens,
yep.
You know, little kids, man.
Chitlins.
And we still stay in touch and by old school way, you know, pick up the phone and call, you know. There's Leanne. How you doing, Leanne? Night, guys. Stay safe. Good to see you out there, Leanne. Brett's a great show. Good evening. And Erica, she says she got to go to bed. Are you going to bed too? We're going to start taking once a week, taking some of these memes from Erica and putting them up. I was wanting to put up the one with the sandals, but I saw that one there.
What? Oh, I didn't see the one with the sandals.
I'll grab that one the next time. So
gnarly toenails and stuff, probably.
No, something about don't wear sandals.
With socks.
Yeah, and something about why can't I wear sandals with socks on when you wear a bra with no tits? something in that manner, I guess.
I don't bother wearing a bra.
Ross says, you know what? Yeah, never mind. Gives us a quick prayer for all frontline workers. But Heavenly Father, Lord, we just ask you to bless and watch over everybody out there in the front lines. Lord, we just ask you to lift them up in Jesus' name and say amen. Everybody says amen. When are you going to Scooter Haven? Hopefully next weekend. We plan on it. That's a Mother's Day weekend. So I think we're going.
Are we right about that? Is it?
I think it is, isn't it? Sunday.
Is it the second week?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to look it up on the calendar. But yeah, I think we'll just go for today. Rosa said the stripper pole needs a sign that says roof support unit. There you go. Thanks. See?
There's always a loophole.
There's a loophole and everything there. So Sean saying it is the YouTube, the same name. Yep, it's under the Dale and Cat Show. Yeah, it's streamed.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, we stream straight simultaneously on Facebook and YouTube. When we first started out tonight, for some reason, it didn't go right to Facebook. I had to go back there and click on that and it said live. So the video messed up on Good Time Charlie. God bless you, Good Time Charlie.
Well,
till we meet again. I bet he's over there jamming and playing some blues. All the greats up there in heaven.
He
man.
is.
It's YouTube saying sure is, and Rod says amen. Guys, it is now after 9 o'clock. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys next Thursday on the Dale and Cat Show. And we'll see you this Sunday on the Silent Talk Radio. So go check out our page on Silent Talk Radio.
Oh, yeah. Open stage, too.
And yeah, we got a page, open stage. Also, I'll come on here on Sunday. Last couple Sundays, I've been coming on here on at 11. I think I'll come on at maybe 10:30. Come on for 10, 15 minutes, you know, do some prayer requests for people, whatever.
Reverend
Reverend Garza, just come on here. Just, you know, check us out. Old school church, you know, so just trying to keep things positive, guys. So with that, guys, we're going to get out of here. We love you guys. Everybody have a great night. Have a great weekend. Peace. God bless. Keep it old school.
Always keep it old school.
Later.
Love you.
Get the motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure. In whatever